So Mary Bowles is a stay-at-home mom of two boys, aged 6 and 9, and is a rare Colorado native. She has been a Beautycounter consultant for over 4 years, and since her two kids are in school full time now, she gets to spend more time educating people on how they can make safer choices on their personal care products. So welcome, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So I hope that we could start out with a couple things about Beautycounter. I definitely don't go anywhere. We're going to get into the toxins part, but I'd like to first start with just how the company is structured and how it began, because I think it's a really lovely company, and that's part of what got me behind it, besides the other things we'll talk about.
Yeah. So they are a company out of Santa Monica, California. And the CEO and creator is a woman named Greg. And she developed this company because she couldn't find things that were high performing, personal care products that were high performing, but they were also safe. So she went for something that was totally crazy at the time. So she's been in this arena for 10 plus years now, but the company started about 6 years ago. And she got her friend, Chrissy Coleman, who's a celebrity makeup artist, on board with her to create these beautiful products that work really well, but they're safe. And the business model is a little bit interesting. So it's direct sales. So I am a independent consultant and I can sell the product, but you can buy Beautycounter products in many different ways. So you can buy from me. You can go to beautycounter.com and buy from the company. You can go into one of our, I think we have 3 or 4 stores now throughout the US. We have one in Denver, which I love, and you can go shop there. So there's many ways that you can shop, whatever you feel comfortable doing. If you feel comfortable not shopping with a consultant, you don't have to. That is totally okay. Most people do shop through a consultant because you get that customer service aspect, the personal relationship, which I really, really love.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about the ingredients and the kind of the safer aspect of it next.
So we ban over 1,500 toxic chemicals from our ingredients. And right now in the US, the government has only banned or restricted 30. So companies can use whatever they want in your products. They don't even have to tell you what they are. They don't have to list them on the ingredient list. If something causes somebody an ill effect, the worst thing the government can do is maybe ask that company to take it off the shelf, but they can't do anything else, which is really scary.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
our company has gone above and beyond to be transparent. We put all of our ingredients on the label. This is something new that I just found out this week, is that we audit, 100% of our ingredients, but 77% of our ingredients were audited in person. And recently on the news, they've been talking about mica. Mica is a big thing. Mica is the sparkle that you get in your lip gloss or your eyeshadow. It's very scary industry, and there's a lot of scary things that go with it, like child labor. And so what we did was we actually went straight to the mine in India. It took days to get there. It's very hard to get to, but they actually went there to make sure nothing crazy was going on and to see the mica for themselves. So we don't know of any other beauty company that's doing that, that's going straight towards the source to make sure that they are not endangering people's lives for a little bit of sparkle.
So is the mica itself a problem, or just some of the practices around it?
The practices, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot to do with child labor, child trafficking. It's a really scary industry.
Yeah, that's a good segue. Another thing I really like about Beautycounter is their activism. So I didn't even know this till you told me, but I know that they lobby for a lot of legislation here in the US. I think you've been a part of some of that. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, sure. That is part of the reason why I joined. I love the products and I can sell the products every day. I love them. But I didn't like just sitting by and seeing the industry just so unregulated and not do anything about it. I mean, I can educate and educate as much as I can, but if I don't feel like I can do something about it, then I feel it feels weird to me. So every other year, Beautycounter takes about 100 consultants to Washington, D.C. to meet with all of their local senators and people like that. I was able to go into Denver and meet with my senator, and they actually had no idea about this at all. They were so shocked. And I mean, you and I are around all this healthy stuff all the time, and it's shocking when someone doesn't understand that, but that's actually the reality. Most people don't understand safety of their products, and the senators especially. So it makes me feel so good to open up someone's eyes that, is supposed to protect us, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's so cool. So I'm a Beautycounter consultant too. I haven't been very active in the past year. We've been doing our summit and doing some stuff, but it's the holidays, which is a great time to like remind people everyone's shopping right now.
Mhm.
And then in the coming year, I definitely want to be talking about it more. It just kind of wasn't fitting in the schedule, but I brought a whole bunch of stuff to show. I use the products. And again, you don't have to be some kind of like super frou-frou girl to like enjoy these products. Like all of us use some kind of product. Nobody just like never bathes. Like everybody uses something. Men
Yes,
use things, kids use things, we all use things. Even if you're kind of simple, you still need things. And
absolutely.
one thing I do like about Beautycounter is because you could say, oh, well, this company makes natural face wash or this company makes this, but who makes everything? I don't think any other company does that I've found. Such a wide range of products, like from bath products to lotions to like really specific stuff like eyeliner. And like you said, it's high performance. Um, so, even if you don't wear a lot of makeup, like with the times you need it, you want nice makeup and you want it to be non-toxic. You don't want heavy metals in your stuff. You don't want, maybe you can talk a little bit more about, we're not going to talk about all 1,500 ingredients, but maybe some of the categories or, hot items that are banned in Beautycounter that you won't find, if you could speak to that.
Yeah, of course. So 4+ years ago, I joined Beautycounter because I had a son that was developing asthma pretty suddenly. He was not born with it. When he was 2.5, he started to develop it. And I asked the doctor, why? Why now? I don't understand. We live pretty simple life. We eat gluten-free. I thought we were just doing everything right. And he said, I don't know. I don't have an answer. And that was just not good enough for me. I mean, no answer is the worst, right? I want an answer. So what we ended up doing was I saw something like most people do online from a friend saying, hey, ingredients in your personal care products could cause asthma. What? There's no way. That's regulated. That's absolutely regulated. I put that on my baby. That's regulated. Nope, it's not. It's absolutely not. So we ditched all the conventional things we were using. We changed toothpaste, we changed body lotion, just everything. And he hasn't had an issue since. So
Wow.
it was very obvious what it was. And what I think it was fragrance. And that is the number one problem in products, in my opinion, is fragrance. It's because they can put fragrance on the bottle and not tell you what the ingredients are in it. So if you are having a reaction to something, even if it's perfectly safe for you, and it says fragrance, you're not going to know what it is. But if you have all the ingredients listed on there and you find maybe you're allergic to orange oil or something like that, that's safe, but it just irritates you, you'll be able to figure it out. So I would say that is the biggest thing that Beautycounter does, is that we don't use fragrance. And if we use something that has a fragrance in it, it's an essential oil, and you're going to know what it is. And I think that's the biggest thing. I saw it with my son, and I was so grateful that we were able to find that out early and then not use anything on my second son.
Mm.
He never had any issues.
Mm. Yeah, and it's just when you talk about fragrance, it's often an airborne irritant. It also can be, an irritant just as it gets in your bloodstream and stuff, and a hormone disruptor. But when we use it, and I'm not saying you necessarily were, but when we use it in air freshener spray or, scented candles, scented trash bags, scented kitty litter, fabric softener, everything scented. A lot of that stuff becomes an airborne irritant, and especially it can be hard for kids. So
Yeah. And I think you taught me that phthalates can be linked with fragrance, and then it is so
yes.
hard to get it out. How do you even get it out? So if you can't get it out of a bath, I mean, if you're washing something in the laundry and it has a phthalate with a fragrance, that lasts for so many cycles and you can't get that out. Like, how do you get it out of your body? I remember you teaching me that.
Yeah, well, there's some ways to get out of your body.
Yes,
But yeah, it's like the more that stuff builds up, then you really, when our livers become overwhelmed and our bodies become overwhelmed by this great quantity, we become overwhelmed. And maybe like for your son, it just meant removing it, and then his little body was able to clean up.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah, sometimes it means sauna, losing weight, doing coffee. I know all my audience kind of knows about those stuff, because there are, it is in your body. Like there's ways to test for these things. And even people I see who eat organic and stuff, we're just still being exposed in ways that we don't fully realize and understand. But there are things we can control. That's why I don't go too crazy with paranoia, because there's a lot that we can control, especially at home. So personal care is just one of those areas, but it's a pretty big one because your skin absorbs quite a bit. You can put heavy metals right on your mouth with lipstick and be basically eating heavy metals. So it's an area I'm really passionate about. There haven't been like a lot of product companies that I've got behind. Oh, I'll bring up one more question before we have fun getting into products.
Yeah, I want to know what you're using now.
Yeah. One thing, and I've kind of developed my answer for this, but it's not like I always kind of tease them, like these products aren't just made out of like goat's milk and honey. They're not like, it's not a farmer's market.
Right.
They're high performance. They have to have some kind of preservative and stabilizer. They're just better ones. So one thing I like, and you can speak to this next, is like anything you want to see more of on Beautycounter, you can click on and it will open up and say more about the ingredient, or you can copy that same ingredient, put it in the Skin Deep database by the Environmental Working Group, and learn more about it. So I always will get the question when I put out something about Beautycounter, but what about this ingredient? What about that? And it's like, it's not made out of just whatever. Like it has ingredients you can't pronounce, but they've done the research, and I feel good about it. Like I don't, how are you going to have eyeshadow made out of milk and honey? Like it's just not a thing. So if you want eyeshadow, it might have an ingredient you don't recognize. So I would say, yeah, they're pretty transparent about clicking through. Any other thoughts you have? You probably get that same question.
Yes. And I think that looking into a third party like EWG, like you mentioned, is a great idea. So always research everything that Bridget and I are talking about. Please research for yourself. And so EWG is a third party. They have this app called Skin Deep, where, like Bridget said, you can put in all your ingredients, or you can look up the products if they're in there. So Beautycounter, so this is third party. It has nothing to do with Beautycounter. I think this is what gets people confused, is that they think EWG is Beautycounter. It's not at all. Nothing to do with each other. We have just always supported them from the beginning. So what they have is something called EWG Verified, and it's like a gold standard of product safety. So they have made sure that whoever has that label on their product, that has gone through major testing of ingredients. It doesn't have their major chemical or toxic chemical ingredients in it. It goes through rigorous testing like Beautycounter does, but it's a third party. So that it doesn't have anything to do with Beautycounter, which is great. I think
it's been around a lot longer. It's a nonprofit. Yeah. So people, if you don't know that, yeah.
Yeah, they started off with the Dirty Dozen, right? They do heard of the Dirty Dozen with food. That is them.
Yeah.
Long time ago. So yeah, so Beautycounter, we are, gosh, what is it? So a third of our products are EWG verified right now, and a bunch are coming. So you're going to see that label on our products, which is so good.
Yeah, I think that only came out like a year ago, right? I remember I was on their site and they were just coming out with it. And I was like, oh, this is pretty awesome. But I haven't really seen it on anything yet, anything. But maybe it's on here and I've been,
No,
maybe I just didn't know it.
I don't think it's on our products quite yet.
Okay.
I don't think that we would probably make products just to put the label on because we're trying to, you know, be environmental. But I think it's coming. Yeah, it's definitely coming. It's on. If you go to the website, you'll see what's EWG verified. And right now, our new counter timeline of the anti-aging line, it's all EWG verified.
Nice. I have that one with me. So we were going to do this next week because Beautycounter usually has a big sale, right, starting Black Friday. But we are having our own Black Friday sale, so I didn't want it too confusing. So I kind of wanted to make 2 points. One is like there's already some holiday fun products out that usually run out that are out now. And that if you're interested, you can kind of go look and see what we're talking about, either get stuff now or wait till the sale comes around. So yeah, let's look at stuff. Uh, these are some of the holiday things, and I think it makes a nice gift. These are called the jellies.
Oh, yeah. I have that on right now. I love
Oh,
that.
you do? Yeah. I mean, again, you can pick it apart because it's in plastic, but not most of their stuff is in plastic. But like, isn't this lovely for your teenagers or your nieces? And it's like mica that's been inspected, it's not this junk that it's like really, I always bring this up every time. It's like, it's a really sore point for me to know that young girls are starting out with this junky makeup and beauty products. So, this is not that expensive for like 5 of these little things, and they make nice stocking stuffers or gifts, or, I usually just take them out and give, I don't give them all the same person. So I like that one. Lip product is kind of nice to give because like it's not too specific, right, to anybody's. This is another one. I love these pink boxes that they did for, how cute is that?
I do too.
I love the colors. Yeah. Well, I tried to put this back in the box to make it look nice, and now I can't hardly get it out.
Yeah, they're a little hard to open.
Yeah. This was like a lip balm and like a little lip color thing. So this is like the balm.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we haven't really had a lip balm before that was in a tube.
Yeah, I'm a lip product junkie. So I was like, oh, a new lip balm. And then this one has a little color to it. And it's really nice. It smells so good,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or something.
Yeah. So these, yeah, I can really smell that now you say that. Yeah, it's lovely. So those are like lip stuff is an easy gift. I don't know if I have many things that are like gifty, but I bought those too recently, so I wanted to show it off. I'll just, if you don't mind, I'll just show some things I have and then you can show. And if anybody has questions.
Yeah, favorites are my favorites.
Really? Very similar.
Over here, like, nope, that's what I had over here too. I love it.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll have a few things that aren't the same. Another thing I love about Beautycounter is the return policy. There's just a label right in the box. So if there's something you don't like, you can just send it back. I mean, we all are different with what shampoo we need and that kind of a thing. Remember with the first shampoo I bought like a smoothing shampoo. It was completely I have barely hair to begin with. So that's more for someone with like a lot of curly hair. So that one wasn't a fit for me. And I went to a different shampoo. So if something's just not a fit, just send it back. Totally agree. Yeah, I have skin that's like pretty oily and like you think I was still 15 by my skin. So their acne line is Counter Control, and they have a whole bunch of products. I use a couple. I don't use all of them. I probably should, but I definitely every day use the scrub. I use it twice a day, and it's really mild. And I use that with my little electric brush. I'm going to get sad about this. This is the volume. This is a volume and shape line. This is like a little scrunchy spray. I love this. And I used to have shampoo and conditioner. They discontinued it. I was very sad because it's perfect for my thin hair, but I still have the scrunchie. And I bought some new thing they had, which was interesting, which is this partner product. It's just, tell me more about this because this isn't their brand. It's like a partner brand.
Right. So we partnered with a couple different brands, and it's generally brands that have something that we don't. So I don't know if you say that Rahua.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're teaming with them because they have a hydrating and a volume product, and then they also have a really nice hair mask. So if you are a beauty counter consultant like Bridget and I are, if you go and to order something for yourself, so say I just needed some beauty counter product, well, you can add a couple of these products. There's also a deodorant from Ursa Major. I think there's a deodorant because Beauty Counter does not have a deodorant yet, and so you can order it and it'll ship with your Beauty Counter products, and you get 15% off.
Yeah.
So it's just awesome. So that's another perk of being a consultant, is that we get 25% off products, Beauty Counter products, but then you also get to try these other products for a discount too.
Yeah. Mary's more informed than me. So I was like, what's this? And I'll
yeah.
try it out. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't say what it's like. Yeah, we can maybe say, because I know many people in my community are healthcare practitioners or, entrepreneurs. Another thing I love about Beautycounter is like, it's very affordable to become a consultant. There's no minimum monthly purchase. You get a discount, and it's super easy to share the link. Like, I don't get zero trouble from my Beautycounter customers. Like, it's just an easy to use website. You send stuff back easily. There's just no drama. So I think it's like a really great decision to do. You get a bigger discount, right? Like the first order you make. So if you're even just thinking about it, like, remember when I started with you a while ago, like I hadn't used it yet. And I was like, you're a little scared to take the plunge, but there's really like zero risk. It's like $50 or something to become a consultant, I think.
So yeah, right now it's $98.
Okay.
But you're getting a couple hero products with that. And if you sample those out, you make your money back immediately. And you get a cute bag, you get a website for a year.
Yeah.
And tons of training. So yeah,
and you don't have to do any of this. We're just saying you can just be a customer, and there's some perks to being a customer, and like clubs you can, things you can do, but you can find perks either way. But if it's something you're considering because you believe in non-toxic beauty, I would say like don't overthink it, because it's pretty easy to just like hop in there. Sharon, I just saw you raise your hand. If you want to write a question in the chat, I can answer it. If you can find the chat, let me know. This is a counter timeline, which I would love for you to explain more about, because it's definitely meant to be like a high performance anti-aging product, right?
Yes, it is. So we had an anti-aging line, and it just wasn't good enough. It just wasn't. It was all right, but
it's like moisturizing, right?
It was moisturizing, but it just needed something else. So they've been working on this for a very long time. They knew that they would probably upgrade the current rejuvenating line with this counter time. And so the major ingredients complex in it is bakuchiol and Swiss Alpine Rose. And when we put those two together, we call it our Retinatural complex. So as we all know, we've heard of retinol. Retinol is a powerhouse when it comes to anti-aging products. It works really, really well. No one is going to, ever say it doesn't. It works really, really well. It works great on wrinkles, fine lines, dark spots. It lightens your skin, and people love it, love it. The problem with retinol is that a lot of people have sensitivity to it. You have to be careful in the sun. You're not supposed to use it when you're pregnant. And personally, I mean, we're done having babies, but I won't use a product that says you can't use it when you're pregnant, because I feel like I'm important too. I don't like that. And I always tell people that too, like, question things like that. If it's going to hurt a baby in utero, could it hurt you too? Let's think about that. So this product has none of those side effects. And there's a study out right now that I can share with you all that shows that bakuchiol is actually better. It actually works better than retinol, without the side effects.
Oh,
Yep, I'll share
interesting.
with you. Yeah, it's an awesome study. And so you're going to find in 2020 that a lot of companies are going to start using bakuchiol. And it's such a crazy word and name. And
Yeah,
I
sounds
can,
like it's made up.
no, no, and I can say it because I have friends in Texas that help me.
Oh, okay.
All bakuchiol.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the main ingredient, and it's in every single product that we have. So it builds up. So if you are using a regimen, which we suggest you try to use a regimen if you can, because they all build on top of each other. But you are getting that natural, the retina natural in every single product, which is awesome too.
Yeah, I only brought one over, but there are like 5 products in the line. This is the serum. I have the lotion, but I think there's also like an eye cream and some other stuff. I have been a little worried, is this making my skin a little clogged? Have you been getting any of that feedback, or did you get used to it?
It depends on your skin type. And so you say you're a little bit oily, right?
Yeah.
Have a little bit of oil. I have found that my clients that are a little bit oilier don't need as much moisture, and this is very, very moisturizing.
Gotcha.
That
Okay.
might be something. They are using, like you're using the acne cleanser. So when they're using the acne cleanser and then they're using some of this counter timeline, it's balancing out.
Yeah.
They're also using the peel at night to help open up their pores.
Oh, yeah. I ran out of that. I used to love that. You know how sometimes the stuff really knocks your socks off at first and then you fall out of it. But
Yeah.
that's how I was with the peel. I love the peel. And then I was like, yeah, so maybe I need to get back to it. And I would bet the serum is less moisturizing than maybe the lotion.
Yeah, I'm guessing you might need a little bit of exfoliation and that peel will work really well.
That's a good idea. Yeah. See, this is so delicate, the balance. It's not fun to be getting older and have oily skin.
But that's why you
Come
look
on.
that's why you look so youthful too, right?
Yeah, there has its advantages, it has its
Yeah.
disadvantages. So
Yeah.
that's that line, counter time. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I think people with oilier skin, they just don't age as fast.
Well,
That's
you're making me feel a little better.
no, I've seen you in person, and yeah, she really looks this beautiful, everybody.
Okay, these are another couple of things I use just as staples. I love the volume mascara.
Yeah.
I do not like the lengthening mascara.
Yes, that's my
That's the
favorite.
point of that.
Yeah, I need more.
Yeah, volume mascara
Yeah.
is great. This is the brow gel. So fantastic. You just boop, boop, boop. That's really nice. I have really thin eyebrows though, so I also use the pencil. But this is like so fast, you know, if I'm in a hurry, or I'll use both if I'm trying to be fancy. I love this liquid eyeliner too. I don't use it every day or anything, but again, like if you're trying to be a little, you know, more dressed up or going out at night. I love all the lip glosses. My favorite is Peony, but
yeah.
this is a red one. But the Peony is fantastic for my complexion. I use it all the time. But they're really moisturizing and just fun. I don't use this anymore, but I know it's kind of popular. It's the Dew Skin. Is that still on the market?
Yep.
Okay. So this is like a tinted moisturizer. So
Yep.
if you have been using a foundation or something, you could use that. What else do I have in here? They have a liquid concealer. I need a second one because this is good for my highlighting, but it's not good for like my blemishes. It's the wrong color. So I need a second one.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. What else do I have in here? Well, there's a lot of color, you know, some people don't bother much, but this is a blush. I have this humongous thing that I don't use that often, but you know, it's nice to have when I want it, which is this giant eyeshadow thing. It's gonna last me the rest of my life. But it wasn't that expensive, and now I just, you know, I have it forever. And it's safer, you know, for when I go to a party or something. This is like an eye makeup remover. I also have wipes.
Love that. Yep, that's my
favorite. Yeah, I have this fun. I mean, sometimes I just get stuff for fun. This is like a sparkly body oil. It's just for fun in the summer. Their lipsticks are generally pretty sheer. I think that's mostly the case with their lipsticks, right?
Yes, they look more intimidating than they are.
Yeah, they're pretty light.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's mostly what I have. Do you have anything I don't have that you want to show?
Yes, we love a lot of similar things. It's so funny. I love that. I think one holiday set that I might hit on. So this one is called our Counter Plus. So these are our skincare favorites. And you're gonna have the peel in it. So you can try the
Okay, I love the peel.
charcoal mask,
That's also really
your
good.
size, and then our face oil. And then
And
we
what
have
is that called again? The
this one's
trio
our, yeah,
or
the
the
set.
yeah.
It's called the skincare favorites.
Okay, I'm gonna write that in the chat. All those things are really popular, right?
And then you probably haven't seen this yet. This is called the Lotus Glow Cleansing Stick. So it is kind of like in a deodorant type packaging. So you wet your skin a little bit and then you put this all over and then you wipe it off or wash it off and it smells amazing. So it's kind of like our cleansing balm, but in a more travel size stick.
I did see that. I was curious about it.
Yes, I really hope they keep this one. I really do, because I love it. So this, if you're wanting to try Beautycounter for the first time, I would get this one. These are our best-selling products, and it's all, and let's see, it's $89.
Send us
Really
like
reasonable. And
smaller
Bridgit
size.
will
Yeah.
let you all know about a Black Friday sale starting tomorrow. That might include that set.
Oh, it's starting early?
Yes, it's starting tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's perfect.
Yes,
Okay. We'll
it's
have
like
to
you
change the
knew.
newsletter.
I think you knew.
Oh, that's really great. Because
Yes.
it's like I can't have everybody sale at the same time. Okay, that's great. So we'll add that to the newsletter too, that some things might be on sale tomorrow. How perfect. What good timing. Or maybe we should put the newsletter out tomorrow.
I think that
Once
would
we
awesome.
confirm because they don't have to wait a day. Okay, so everyone who's here today gets a little sneak peek, but then maybe tomorrow we'll be ready. And I think it's a very fun website to browse. There's some skincare quiz, blah blah blah. So you can go on, kind of mark down some things you want, and see what comes on sale the next day.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Joanne was saying that she stopped her son from using retinol and Panaxil. I don't know, is that an antibiotic or maybe a different skin cream? She changed 3 months ago to Counter Control. Worked initially, but now he's getting some stuff again on one side of his face. What do you think? Yeah. What would you suggest?
One side of his face, that's really interesting. I wonder if it's also something like, I mean, I do that a lot for a phone or hair or something.
Yeah, or pillow.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking it could be something similar to what Bridgit is experiencing. It could be just an exfoliation, need a little bit more exfoliation.
Yeah, I can exfoliate a lot. We just interviewed a plastic surgeon a couple weeks ago, and he's saying you can only use that skin brush. I'm like, no, I could use that really often. I can exfoliate a lot. So yeah, he may need that. Joanne, you're probably also talking to him about his diet, but dairy is a major cause of acne, really big trigger. But also could be sugar or wheat or like any food sensitivities.
Yeah, if it's one side of his face, could it be a liver? Like a liver is trying to detox some stuff too.
Most of that stuff no, it's not.
So it's probably more topical. No. I would think like someone's touching it. Okay. Well,
I think that's
an easy fix, I would think.
Yeah, I think there is probably some contact stuff. There's a woman named Stephanie Ruper. She writes more for women, but she writes a lot about acne, and she would talk about that contact stuff. You might want to find her work. Joanne, Stephanie Ruper. Forget what the book was called, but she has a lot of articles and stuff on acne, because sometimes you do have to get like deeper with the acne. We can have a hormonal component. If he is a teenager, Joanne, I mean, again, I'm 45. It's just a type of testosterone that I like to make. It kind of irritates my skin cells. So sometimes it's like really personalized to figure out what it is. Like for me, a lot of the products will keep things under control, but like I have a really rough period or like I eat something wrong, then it'll kind of flare up again. Right now I'm taking a little DHEA. I have to be really careful because I'm taking a little too much to save my skin right now. So it is pretty personal. Betty is saying her son used to lean on his hand and that was what it gave him acne. So yeah, It's tough when you're a guy
I think
and,
so too. Yeah.
you know, you're getting all, you want to be ladies' man.
Yeah, I do that. Naturally, I do that too. And I find I have that issue also.
Yeah. I'm going to check questions on Facebook, but we'll probably wrap up soon if you have any more here on the webinar. I put my link in here, but yeah, maybe we'll put the newsletter out tomorrow when I can verify what's on sale, and then we'll just reword the newsletter so everyone can kind of look out for that. Or I put the link here in the chat. You can start.
Yeah, and things will sell out.
Yes, they will.
So I think this is awesome that your viewers are getting a little bit of a preview because we are not telling anyone until tomorrow. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I had no idea. And yeah, things sell out, especially the fun thing. Like that's why I bought these jelly things already.
Those will be gone for
Those
sure.
will be gone.
Yeah.
These limited time things, you know, people who are already crazy about Beautycounter are going to definitely get all those things. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go check Facebook. Sometimes it's hard to find the comments. Mm-hmm. 1 second. Joanne said she's also working on her son's diet. It looks more cystic on that side. Yeah, I think the cystic can be, you know, more hormonal. You know, the woman who knows a lot about acne is named Stephanie Ruper. Maybe I can find her site for you real quick. It's called like Paleo for Women, but obviously men have acne too. I think her site is Paleo for Women. Let me see. I'll try to find that. And what else were we talking about? I don't even know. Stephanie's all over the place. So her old book was called Sexy by Nature, and there's some stuff on acne there. But she's always exploring new things. Okay, here's something on acne and skin. So I will post that up.
Oh, one thing that just popped into my head that I've been learning since I live in Colorado and we are generally really, really dry out here is that acne can also be caused by dry skin. I know a lot of people
trying to compensate.
Yes, and if they're not drinking enough water, then you will break out more, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, it affects your skin.
Oh, okay.
In crazy
Interesting. Ways. Okay.
So extra water could not hurt, I don't think.
No, when I'm drinking a lot of water, everything's better.
Yeah, oh, I agree.
And then I'll just slack off for some dumb reason.
Me too. I totally agree. Yes. Water is very hard for me also.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm either like in the zone and I fall out. I don't see any new questions on Facebook. Thank you everyone for participating live. Well, if you came here late, we're going to just post this. It'll be up tomorrow on YouTube and I'll put it in the newsletter. And we've got a blog on more of the same topic, the actual ingredients that I'm especially concerned about. My favorite products kind of will be all linked up so you won't have to hunt for them. I think that's mostly it. And yeah, if there are some sale things starting tomorrow, I guess I will have those.
Yes, it's our best sale of the year. We won't have another sale like this until probably next Black Friday. So if you are eyeing some things, definitely check out Bridget's link. And yeah, like she said, no drama. I love that. I'm gonna start using that now. Beautycounter is no drama.
It's easy to shop, easy to return.
Yes, no drama.
We are too old for any drama, Mary.
Yes, no drama.
Yeah. Maybe the last thing I'll say is that, you know, you don't have to buy everything at once. Like, you don't have to replace your whole routine at all. Like, I don't, you know, it's not cheap stuff. And I don't buy like 20 things at once. I'll buy like 3 things or maybe 5 things because I'll try to wait up and buy a few things at the same time, but I don't buy everything at the same time. And things last a super long time. I mean, this one scrub, I feel like it's going to last me like 9 months. So it's not like you need to replace things very often. So just, you know, if you only want to try one thing, try that travel size thing, you know, get a Christmas gift. You don't have to go crazy. Just, you know, just get familiar with the company, you know, try a thing or two, and you can always order more. There's a Band of Beauty, which is a little has a little membership fee and you get a free product, but then you get like sometimes free shipping, right? And like other little bonuses.
100. Yep, you'll always get free shipping, and we give 10% back to use another time on every order, and no auto ship at all.
Yeah, so there are options, or you can become a consultant. Actually, I don't even know the link to become a consultant. Is it on my own site, Mary?
Yes. Yeah. If you go to your site and you do the hamburger pull down, you'll see become a consultant. So, yeah, I have all the technical terms, right?
Yeah,
And
I like that.
I heard that once, like that makes sense to me because I'm not very technical. So, yeah.
Okay.
Consultant, and then you also see the membership option too, if you wanted to share that.
Okay.
Link.
Oh, nice. Okay, I will share the become a consultant and the membership. Hold on, I think I have to log in to share the page.
And as you can see, there all sorts of people are consultants. You have practitioners that are really successful, like Bridgit, and then you have
everybody.
That are into the same
natural kind of living and stuff. Yeah.
They're all different.
I just met a Beautycounter consultant at like this holiday fair, and I'm like, oh my God, because I've never seen it out at an event like that. So we exchanged cards, and I invited her to like a thing I'm having. So nice.
I love that.
The hamburger will also show you the skincare quiz, and there's skincare regime. So if you're like, I don't know what I need, that can help.
That's a good idea. Forgot about that skincare quiz. That's awesome.
Okay, so let me put this in the chat here. This first one is a consultant link, and then I'll put maybe the Band of Beauty, and then we'll wrap it up. Just trying to make it a little easier if people are, wanting to do some things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Mary.
Oh, anytime. I love chatting with you. Go so fast.
Yeah, I think we should do it like once a quarter and just, catch people at different times.
I think that would be great. And something I feel like always happens every quarter, like it's possible deodorant might be coming in the next quarter.
Yeah, there's always new products with these guys. So.
Yes, they've been working on that for, I don't know, like a decade. Deodorant is so hard. It's so hard. So.
Oh yeah. So some of the stuff I talked about, I didn't put in the blog. So I'll have to go back to the blog and add like how to become a member, how to become a consultant, so that people have that. Okay, thanks again. Thanks to everybody who joined. It's really fun. And just always you can reach out if you have questions or want recommendations for yourself. But yeah, the site is no drama. I think you'll get a lot of guidance there as well.
Bye, everybody.